it's Pam again. Well, as we're celebrating St David's Day, we never do anything by halves in Wales, okay? We always go the whole hog, and those of you who know me know that I always go the extra mile. So when I was asked to write that poem for the lady down under to read out at the St David's Day celebration, it got me to thinking after I'd written the poem for her and sent it, that I thought, well, what about the people who are really unhappy and they want to come back? You know, what do they do and how do they react and how do they do it? And, you know, what's it like living in a strange neighbourhood when you're Welsh, especially if you've got a very strong Welsh accent. Now, you know, my Welsh accent will come and go. Just depends whether I'm with somebody very, very Welsh or whether I'm with somebody who's English. It just depends. But those people who do speak to me usually know that I'm Welsh. But anyway, I had this story that came to me in my mind that night, and I decided to immediately write it down, so I thought it would lead me somewhere, and hopefully it has. So I've put the story into poem form, and I hope that you enjoy it. I make no apologies for the length of this poem, okay, because it is a story. It only takes a few minutes, I promise, but I just hope that you will like it, and if you do, then like and subscribe, okay, just to let me know you're enjoying what I'm doing. So because this is a new venture for me to do this, I would advise you to go and get yourself a drink, maybe something to eat, and then just to sit and listen, and hopefully this will, if you're Welsh, it will touch you in that place. You know what I mean, that Welsh place. If you're not Welsh, I hope that a little bit of my Welsh will come to you, okay? Anyway, this is called In Places All Around the World. In places all around the world, in tiny pockets you will find groups of sad and anxious people going right out of their mind. They all meet up in secret so they don't dare give away that they miss their real home because today's St David's Day. To connect with their homeland, they make cawl and bake Welsh cakes. They compare leeks they've grown in secret, and they admit all their mistakes. They smuggled in brains dark, they only drink the best of ale, and they sit round in a circle sharing stories or a tale. They speak in low voices, so no one will overhear of the pain inside they're feeling, and they each do shed a tear. They admit after leaving Wales they soon knew that they'd been wrong, to leave the valleys of the sweetest green and our great land of heartfelt song. But they daren't tell the neighbours in the town that they now live that their heart aches for Wales, or what those people wouldn't give to just turn back the clock, to be back home, back in their bed, surrounded by dragons and castles instead of barbies and snags instead. They wear daffodils and costumes that they've had hidden in their bags, buried deep in the darkest cupboards along with all their lush Welsh flags. They all meet once a month to share stories and to share tales of where they each grew up in their beloved land of Wales. They speak about the Rhondda, and one man starts to cry. I ask him, "Dear, what's wrong, but he won't tell me why." I pushed him just a bit further. I said, "Kev, come on man, don't cry." He said, "To my shame, that is my problem. My name's not Kev, I've lied, it's Di." I couldn't tell the truth because my mates in work don't like the fact I can't speak Aussie. They make me try and try. Oh, they know that I am Welsh and that I'm from my home, Cardiff. So I told them that my name was Kev, not Di or Bryn or Griff. A man stood in the corner, and with his cap tight in his hand, he said, "Well, I've had enough, boys. I'm going back to my homeland. I've travelled all around the world, and I've yet to see what we have back in Wales, boys. You can't beat it. Come on, join me. We can fly back into Cardiff. We must leave now, so go grab your things. I want to go back to our wonderful place where everybody sings. There'll be no hiding in corners. We'll go back, take it all in our stride. I'm going back to my Wales, boys, and there I'll find my pure Welsh bride. We can support our blessed Welsh rugby. I'm completely sick of hiding my pride that when Wales beat the All Blacks, I had to pretend to support the wrong side. I go to the game and I'm dressed all in black when I really wanted to wear bright red. Come on, boys, I'm going back to where I belong. where I can truly rest my Welsh head. When Wales won the Grand Slam, for the whole of that following week, my neighbours, well, they shunned me, they turned away, they just wouldn't speak. Well, I'm bloomin' sick of kowtowing to the teams who just can't play the greatest game in all the world against the best team on earth today. So boys, who's going to come now? This isn't just off the top of my head. For tomorrow I will know, boys, I'll be back home in my bed. And my bed, well, I know it will be in the place that I heartily love. My Wales, it's in my blood, boys, created by him, the big Welshman above. The rest, well, they didn't need telling. They tried to leave and they got up in a rush, but they got excited and just a bit noisy. So Di whispered, boys, be careful, shush. He said, go, just do it slowly. Wake your wives and pack your things. Then we'll meet up at the airport, make sure that everybody brings all their belongings and up-to-date passports. Now don't go leaving it late, because if you're not there early, they might try to close the gate. Well, they all got there early, as if it was a race. And each of those Welsh people had a Welsh smile on their face, because they knew their Wales was waiting, and with her arms spread open wide, she says, Croeso I Gymru, welcome home, boys, come inside. So what is it I'm saying? Is there something here to learn from the story that I told you? Maybe just right now you yearn for the bright and open spaces and deep sand on the beach. Well, people, look around you. It's here within your reach. For here in Wales we have everything. We have mountains and beaches galore. We have the land of Gavin and Stacey, Barry Island, who could want more. We have dragons and hall-haunted castles and folk tales to listen to as well. And the best food that you've ever eaten. Look at me, come on, be real, can't you tell? Even me, come on. So we climbed up the steps and boarded the plane, and we all gave a massive Welsh cheer, because we were all, so happy. We knew we would soon be so near to the land of our home and our fathers, where our mothers were made of Welsh hoil, and I could finally drink a pint of Brains Dark, finally my nectar Welsh ale. Soon our plane it had landed, and with luggage and bags in my hand, we each turned and we said our goodbyes and split up to go back to our land. I looked through the rain and I got on the bus. Climbing on it, I just said, hello. The driver looked up, he winked and he smiled. I sat down and we started to go. We travelled not far, and in over an hour I could see Ponty's lights ahead. And I think in my heart it was then that I knew I'd soon be safe and tucked up in my bed. I got off the bus and I knocked on the door. With a warm smile, my mam said, oh lad, Shwmai, croes gartref Dafydd, dewch I mewn, anwyl my cariad. As I lay under my mam's shawl tucked up in my bed, I looked back and I pondered my life. I only had one wish, so I asked the dear Lord to find me my perfect Welsh wife. I'd gone away because I thought I would find her in a land that was so far away. But I'd been so tough, I'd been so stupid. When I spoke, they didn't understand what I'd say. But now I'm home and I know I am back, and I smile because I don't have to hide my broad, deep, strong, sexy Welsh accent that for so long I'd kept hidden inside. I look at my big, glorious jersey. It was hanging all over a chair. On its front is our mighty red dragon, and I smile knowing just that it's there. Because if I had worn that in public, down under, I'd have been torn apart. It was much too risky to wear it back there, so I'd hidden away with my Welsh heart. But tomorrow, you know, I will wear it. I'll be walking, striding down our main street. I'll smile, head held high. I'll shake every hand of each of the people I meet. I'll tell them if they ask that this Welsh boy's back. I'll show off my jumper. I'll be dressed all in red. But for now, well, let's just say I'm happy to be home in my land and my bed. I can smell Mam's cooking Welsh cakes. She's baking. Oh, my Mam should never have left her. She's a dear. She knew that I'd come home, because there's no place like Wales. That's why she knew I'd be back. I belong here. So now I'll make plans. I'll finally feel peace. And I'll start fresh and I'll get on with my life. And who knows, if I'm blessed and I'm lucky, God will send me my perfect Welsh wife. It's gone midnight now, so it's a day of rejoicing. Every man, woman and child, they will know that the land that they live in is God's place on earth. Where else could anyone ever think they could go? To find happiness and peace in their everyday lives. They will bake and they'll eat and they'll play, because in Wales today's special, but we wish all the world every happiness on this St. David's Day. So, happy St. David's Day wherever you are around the world, be it Wales, be it anywhere. We wish you a very happy St. David's Day, and we send the love of the Welsh people to you. So I hope that you enjoyed the story, or the poem, or the pori, as I was going to call it. Yeah, that's it. So like and subscribe if you want to hear more. I will tell you now, the next poem is funny and it's true. And I will probably put that up tonight as well. But it's nothing to do with St. David's Day, okay? I've got to warn you now, it's nothing to do with it. So there you go. Anyway, goodbye for now. See you soon. Bye-bye.